it is our last show of the night. This is the cast of ICDC. Please give them a big applause. And what this cast is gonna do, they're gonna perform an improvised comedy show based on an interview of DC featured guest. We have this great person. He is a Guatemalan attorney. He's now a human rights specialist. He's working at the oldest international organization in the world, older than the United Nations. It's the OAS, the Organization of American States. So please give a big welcome to Gonzalez. All right, Christian, thank you so much for being here.
I'm very shy, so you have to be patient.
Don't worry. We're just gonna ask you some simple questions. Just answer like you would answer in a normal day.
Okay.
Yes, don't worry about the cast or all these like 50 people in there. So, how long have you been living in DC?
Since 2014, so a couple of almost.
Yeah. We're lawyers, we're not, yeah. Years. And you were born and raised in Guatemala?
Yes, I was.
And where were you before coming to DC?
I was actually doing my master's at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
I was doing a master's in international human rights law.
Cool. What was really, besides all the program or everything that you studied, what's like a really interesting thing that you noticed when you moved from Guatemala to Notre Dame? Is there anything unusual or weird for you, someone coming from Guatemala, Latin America?
You mean like cultural differences?
Yeah, cultural differences.
I guess pretty much the first difference that I noticed is that we Guatemalans, we tend to like hug everybody, we kiss everybody, we touch everybody. So like when I came to the US, it was like, okay, you just say good morning, and I was like, good morning.
That is true.
I grew up here.
Yeah, I grew up in Peru, and also we just like hug people, hug co-workers, and it's mutual. If you are the one that arrived, you are the one that hugs. That's kind of like the rule. So anything else that you find different from living in Notre Dame?
In Notre Dame?
Yeah. Or when you moved to DC, was there anything in particular about DC?
About DC, maybe about Notre Dame, like the differences, like, I mean, DC is very diverse. Notre Dame is not as diverse as DC. So in DC, you don't even feel like you're in the US because there's so many different cultures and so people is from everywhere. That was a huge difference in comparison to Notre Dame, where everybody was like from the same.
Oh, white. So do you spend more than one day in DC not talking in English at all? Like not speaking in English at all?
I'm always speaking Spanish.
You always speak in so
yeah.
you work at the OAS, the Organization of American States. So you work in Spanish, all in Spanish.
Mostly in
Spanish.
Sometimes in English, but mostly in Spanish.
So can you tell us a little bit about the work that you do here in DC?
So what I do is that I draft decisions involving human rights violations that took place in the Americas, and I submit those tasks to the members of the Inter-American Commission. So the violations could involve like massacres and forced disappearances, freedom of expression, reproductive rights, and so on. Yeah, and then if the Commission can decide to send those cases to the Inter-American Court, which is in San Jose in Costa Rica, so then I go and then I present the cases before the Inter-American Court, and then the court issues a final ruling that is binding for the states that ratify the American Convention, and yeah.
So that's a great job. So when you said you go to this international tribunal, has there ever happened something an interesting story that happened anytime that you've been litigating before an international court? Any anecdote that you want to share?
Just one.
Just one.
I guess maybe the funny thing is that what I recall is that a judge was watching a Netflix series on the Patrón del Mal, the series about narcos in Colombia.
Wait, the judge was watching that show.
Not in a hearing, but he asked a question about one episode of the. He was like, so I was watching this episode on Netflix about this guy called, I don't recall. So is that for real? Do you know that? So I was like, I don't know if that character is based on a real person. I wouldn't know. That was like the weirdest.
Yeah. And in DC, is there what is your favorite place? Like the place that you like to hang out the most?
Like to eat or to
anything, just like either eating or like a hangout, like a place that you spend a lot of time. That is not work, of course.
That is not work related. So we tend to go to a Peruvian place in Nazca and Pisco because we like to Yeah, and then sometimes we go to the same bookstore and then.
Which bookstore do you go?
Politics and Prose. Yeah.
That's great. And one final question: what's something that you don't like about DC?
What I don't like about DC is that I think that everybody's living like people don't tend to settle here. So I make new friends, and then in a year they're always like, I'm gonna leave, and then it happens again, and then the next year I need to find new friends. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want any friends.
Any other questions?
I had a question. The tribunal that you sometimes argue before in Costa Rica, you said that those decisions affect the countries that have ratified.
Yep.
So which countries haven't? Has everybody in the Western Hemisphere ratified that conference, or?
It's like 22 states, not the U.S., not Canada. Most of the Caribbean did ratify the American Convention.
Okay. But so most of Central and almost all of South America.
Most of the Americas, yeah.
Okay.
And so they're the final, they issue binding decisions for the states that ratify the convention, but if a state didn't ratify the convention, then the binding decision is issued by the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. It's the place where Eric and I work.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Anything else? We're good? Well, thank you so much.
Before our date starts, I just need to know, how long are you going to be in DC?
Well, I would like to say at least 2 years, I think.
At least. Because listen, if you're not going to be here for 10 years or more, I think I'm just going to go.
Like leave the state or
No,
leave DC?
That's the problem. Everybody leaves.
Oh.
I'm just going to leave the date, but I'm here.
Hi, can I take your drink order?
Yeah, I'd like a Sprite.
Babe, the U-Haul's ready.
Oh, great. I'm sorry, I'm moving.
Wow, you're right. Well, who knows? If I get a job that brings me somewhere, I would go, but if I'm here, I'm here.
I've heard that before.
But I'm...
Hi, sorry, it's my first date. Can I take your drink order?
Yeah, I'd like a Sprite.
Okay, and do you know where I could find an apartment?
Craigslist?
Craigslist.
Yeah.
Great. Anything for you?
I'm good with water for now.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I found my apartment on Craigslist.
Craigslist is great.
Yeah,
So great.
and they let you do like month to month.
Yeah.
Here, I never had that when I lived in Chesapeake.
Yeah, it must be really nice for you to just like leave at any point.
Yeah, I'm not planning on leaving.
Okay.
But like, it's nice that you think that this relationship is gonna last that long.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like to hedge my bets, you know?
Okay.
My last 3 relationships, they all moved.
That's really, really sad.
Yeah.
My phone's
I couldn't help over here. Look at me.
Yeah? I'm looking.
65-year-old man, covered in hair.
Are you gonna be here a while?
Man, I know you're looking for like the one and you've been looking for a while, but your main talking point, your main the best thing about you can't be the fact that you've maintained the same residency for 25 years. That's not a very impressive sticking point, man.
I'm here for your daily combing.
Thank you.
Like, the fact that you have stayed in the Palisades neighborhood for a long time is cool and all, but maybe if you'd crop dust that hair of yours and just spoof it up a little bit, that could be
Up a little bit. Just smooth.
I just maybe cut it or condition it at the very. It's a lot of hair,
Listen
man.
here, man. The thing is,
Help me!
what? What's going on over here?
Help me!
Someone need help?
Oh, I'm your first wife.
See, I told you gotta clean this shit out.
I thought you left me.
No, I got lost. It's a little awkward to be in your hair while you're getting remarried.
And respected members of the tribunal, we hold that this woman was entrapped in her husband's bodily hair for over 3 years. And that is a serious violation of her rights. Not only as a spouse, but just as a human.
Now can I speak? How does it work?
Point of order. Tribunal has to have 3 countries. I only see 2 and a prosecutor. Represented.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got a couple other countries. There we go. There we are.
You guys got out.
Proceed.
That's great. Oh my god, I missed you.
I missed you too. You're right. We thought that the 3 countries had to be on your side, not on the side making the argument. You see how we would think that?
I guess I would think that. Not being the oldest international organization in the world, I can see how you would think.
Oh, I've been trapped in her hair. Oh, man, I was gonna enjoy myself today.
Are you single? Oh. It's just I've never met anyone else who had living beings trapped inside. Oh. Are you guys poly?
Come here, baby. I am so glad you are back from college. Oh my god. I just miss having you in my arms.
I know, I miss
I'm sorry, baby.
What is with you?
You've been going for so
I know,
years.
I'm so happy to see you, but you wrapped your legs around.
I just don't get to spend that kind of close summer-long contact time we used to.
Hey, can I put my bag in the bedroom?
Is that her boy? Is that her boy?
Yeah, it's our boy.
Is that her boy? That's our boy! Hey, come on there with that! That's our boy! Here he is! Boy!
What is with you?
Yeah, let's get
What got into you guys when I was at college? You guys are extremely physical.
Remember Teddy?
Here he is.
step this way. That's close enough. This is the most historic part of campus. Could you just get a little further apart from each other? Notre Dame is renowned for its fairly boring classical Greek fake architecture. And also its incredibly strong Catholic influence.
Yeah, detail.
You all notice anything? Are they eating a hamburger helper in this statue?
Tuna helper.
Tuna helper. Tuna helper.
Both of the helpers are, of course, very important in Indiana cuisine.
Is the statue wearing socks with flip-flops?
That is a recent update.
This is the whitest statue I've ever seen.
Check out that Consumer Reports rolled up in his special.
Listen, I don't want to get reported as a tour guide, so if you could keep a little more space between yourselves, I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations on getting pre-admitted.
Thanks, I'm excited. I'm excited to be a freshman.
Where would you all be coming from if you come to Notre Dame?
Me?
Yeah.
Texas.
Wow, coming from Texas. Great.
Texas.
Also Texas. Great. Same part of Texas, or?
I'm from the capital.
Which is?
Austin.
How about you?
I'm from North Texas.
Okay, and
Corpus.
hey, four Texans. I feel outnumbered now.
Yeah, we'll get you.
Everything's bigger when we're around.
Is this a concerted effort by Texas to take over Notre Dame?
Back in Texas. They're on to us, boys.
What do when they know what we're trying to get at?
Well, gee, I don't know.
Notre Dame.
Just to be clear, yeah, we're trying to infiltrate Notre Dame undergrad life.
That's right.
That's right. Good boogie, we sure are.
Yep. Oh, damn it! I got a snake in my
Send it this way.
That's a rootin' tootin' good time.
Listen, I know y'all think you're gonna be funny with all the cultural differences once we get up into Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But once we get up into Notre Dame, get up in Notre Dame. Get up in all
Can you stop saying that?
We get up to Notre Dame. We're gonna have to act like everything's normal.
Yeah,
You
all
hear
right.
me? Yeah.
Good. All right, sounds good.
It's a really nice statue.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice buildings.
There's a snake in my boot. Gotta take off my Nike first.
Hey, will you tell us about that building over there?
Sure. So, that's the student union, where you can go and get one of your two major helpers.
Did you? Oh, lunch? We don't need it. We've already eaten.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
I've notified security, so
Have you?
way.
What?
Well, I'll be damned. Now what do we do with it?
Wow. Honey, here we are, just two Americans on our wedding night.
Yeah. Two Americans on our wedding night.
Ready to finally get physical.
First time.
No, I'm very excited.
I am excited too.
Okay,
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, do you want to go first or just at the same time?
Let's just do it, okay? Wow. Oh my god, didn't even wear a glove.
Wild. Well, they say your first time is definitely your best time because it's all downhill from here.
What?
So I know we've been together for a while and
Yeah.
we've touched hands 3 times. I thought maybe we could The next level. Oh, you're.
You want to go to the next level?
I want to go to the next level.
Are you a little nasty?
I'm a
Are you feeling a little nasty?
nasty boy.
Did I marry a little
You're a nasty little boy.
Oh, what do you have in mind? What's your fantasy? I'll act it out.
No, socks. Hey.
Oh my god, you're disgusting.
Like a good disgusting way or a
Yeah,
bad
no,
disgusting?
good.
Okay, cool. I appreciate open and honest conversation.
Absolutely.
Before we have intimate relations is all.
Oh, I'm very much on the same page. Communication is everything. Smell my feet.
I like that. You know, I wasn't sure I was gonna like that at first, but that is. You wanna just get a wait for that?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I love being American. Yes.
I love you so much.
You're just glowing.
Oh, I'm feeling things I've never felt before.
Yeah. Well, what's been going on? Are you getting a little bit more wild?
Yeah, we've been together for 6 months now, so that's the phase of the marriage when you start experimenting a little bit.
Ooh.
So, yeah, touching my feet. What?
Oh my god.
Don't pray. You don't have to pray.
What are you, some sort of heathen? You're touching feet and now you're heathen?
I didn't expect to be judged by my best friend like this.
Well, then obviously I'm not showing myself enough to you.
I can't believe that just because I'm like freaky deaky, touching someone's foot with my finger just a little bit and then going, ooh! It's too nasty for you. I can't believe you're so white bread.
What? I'm more than that.
Oh yeah? What do you and your partner do?
So you didn't tell him?
Mm-mm. I didn't. That was hot. Sorry. Just your eye contact.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
That's all I need ever. Anyway. This needs to be cleaned up. It's just, it's getting foggy
Can I
in
get
here.
something in your slot?
Yeah. Thank you for this $5 bill.
Hey, American Saints, come on in, the potluck's starting. Did anybody hear from Canada or the United States? No.
US texted me a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we talked.
Did they mention the potluck?
Oh no, I think they might have plans to.
What were you guys talking about?
Oh, we just talk sometimes. It's chill. We're like friends and stuff.
You got their number?
Yeah. Yo, guys, that's not.
Is this like a group thread thing, or is it just the two of you? It's like.
No, it's just the two of us. We're like friends.
The two of you or the three of you? Which? Was it just the US or was it Canada too?
Guys, I'm not trying to make a thing out of it, alright? But like when a country gives you their direct phone number for texting communication, it's a sacred bond.
For the US, it's 1.
And it feels like one.
It's just, I kind of thought, since we've all had a little bit of rocky on and off relationships with the
Yeah.
US,
We
that
kinda
we're all
needed
gonna
this.
kind of not bring that energy in here.
I was just hoping everybody would show up for the potluck is all.
It was nice when we all get to like spend time together. We like bring stuff that we all worked real hard on.
Yeah, we all bring dishes from our country.
Our respective countries.
Yeah, each of us.
Sorry about that too.
Sorry, because you didn't bring something?
Do I look like I'm holding a dish?
No, I guess you don't.
Did they like ask about me?
Don't do that.
Any of them?
Any of us?
Stand.
Are they curious about like the organization?
No, okay? We make jokes about you all the time.
You're in this organization. or are you no longer?
You know what? Maybe Chile needs to go its own way.
This is the oldest organization in the world.
Older than the United Nations.
Yeah, I know. It says it on the coasters.
How's anybody gonna get to you?
And we see a map of South America. It looks like this, right? and so Chile is like this, right?
Yeah.
And then it splits off. It starts floating off in the Pacific.
Okay. Oh no, this is cool. This is cool.
Ducks right under Hawaii.
Did you bring something for the pig roast?
You know, I just couldn't. I've not been boating a lot, and it was hard to bring a covered dish on the ocean. So sorry.
Well, we made it work. You didn't bring anything?
Well, you guys are used to being islands.
Generous.
And then we see a map of the Pacific, and there's Hawaii with all the little islands. And then it too leaves and starts floating way up north, up to Alaska, all the way up there.
Aloha.
Aloha.
We're having an ice fish cookout. What do you guys bring?
Shatters.
Oahu.
Alright, I'd love to hear these closing arguments. However, I've got about 45 minutes left of Broadchurch, so.
Can I do my argument for the jury?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you're gonna listen too, right?
Yeah?
Okay. Well, thank you. You've all been so patient. And so, after all the evidence has been presented, you guys are.
No fucking way! No fucking way!
Wait, are you on episode 2?
Are you serious?
Wait, look, they're not listening. You're screwed.
Can I just climb in the box real quick with the judge?
You're gonna go to jail, dude.
I'm gonna go to jail and want to see episode 2 of Broadchurch.
All right, fine. Do whatever you want. The life of a lawyer in 2020. It's 5 years after 2014.
So Professor, yeah, you, when I suggested that I was going to do my master's thesis on the experience of being disappeared, you said it wasn't real enough.
Yeah.
So, I'm really sorry. I know this is inconvenient, but you are being disappeared.
I have a family.
I know. It's going to feel really real for you.
No, I have
Yeah,
young
it
kids.
is.
I'm a single mom.
I know. It's terrible, right? It's bad. Nothing bad is going to happen to you.
Okay.
You're just going to stay here in this studio apartment that I've rented.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Bars slammed down. Locks
You've got basic cable, all the local channels. There's a budget set up for you to order DoorDash, but they're just going to be able to slip food in through the door.
Whatever I want?
Whatever can deliver to here.
Okay. Who's watching the kids?
You're not going to know.
You serious? You're watching us?
Yep.
You didn't even let us. You didn't even let us high five.
Nope.
No!
We can't even hug.
Yeah. No, you can't. Stop. What?
So,
Are you American or what?
We're from Texas.
Okay, so explain to us one more time what's going on.
Yeah,
So
what's going on?
someone is
I'm babysitting
So it's been 6 months now. I'm gonna undisappear
No,
you.
can I stay? Please, my kids. Every time I walk in the room, they jump all over me.
Pretty sure she's in here.
Please.
It's too late.
No, they never.
Bars up, bars up, bars up, bars up, bars up.
They never.
I'm so sorry.
No, no, Mom!